On this 15-minute tool review, we're going to review the Simder CUT-50 PRO. It's improved over the regular CUT-50. Is it worth your money? Let's find out together. Let's go. All right, let's unbox this thing. We don't really do unboxings on this channel, so let's see how it comes and what you get. I have not opened this. I do not know really even what this thing's about, besides I've seen a couple promo pictures on it, and it's got tons of new features compared to the pre-existing CUT-50. All right, let's get you off the stand. Super well packaged. So you're gonna get a box of accessories. So this has your torch in it. So what you get is your ground clamp. You get an instruction manual with a couple hose clamps. You get the obligatory blue hose. You get a 240 to 110 adapter plug. And then you get the monster. This is the AG60, which if you were looking this up, it would be an AG60P, because this is a pilot arc start unit. So it's got the guide on it. So let's get this all out of here and let's get to the meat and potatoes of the unboxing. So what we got left is a bunch of foam. This thing's actually packaged pretty well. Let's see if we can get it out of there without hurting anything. It's actually not that heavy. That is a very heavy duty box. That's one end. That's the other end. Oh, look at that. Okay. So let's unsheath the monster. All right, guys, let's just get right into it. It's actually a couple days since we did the unboxing, and this thing's pretty dirty. And you say, Dave, why is your brand new plasma cutter dirty? We spent the entire weekend actually just abusing this machine. We did a Crown Vic swap in Jess's 64 F100 that's behind me, and I really beat on this machine pretty severely the entire weekend. It works awesome. So before we get into it, I already know this thing performs because I've used it pretty much 2 days straight. Just to give it a fair shake, I changed the consumables, put brand new consumables in it, and we're gonna run it. So what makes the CUT-50 PRO different than the standard CUT-50? A lot of things. Right off the bat, the biggest improvement you're gonna see with this machine is pilot arc. So when you pull the trigger, this thing's gonna give you a little flame off the front. And that's actually really useful for getting continuity and burning through paint, or maybe there's some grease or oil. Her frame is covered in everything, and we let that thing eat. And it just powered through everything. Noticeable improvement, you get the AG60P torch. So this is the heavier duty torch. Like I said, she's a little dirty because I used it. The consumables for this are super inexpensive, so you don't have to worry about getting proprietary consumables. You can just go on pretty much any website that sells plasma cutter supplies, even Amazon, type in AG60P, boom. You got all the consumables at the tips of your fingers. So next up for improvements is you have the pressure gauge on the front. This is in MPa, so you got to do mathemagitionals to get the PSIs for it. That's pretty simple once you figure it out. It's got the on-off switch on the back. It has a built-in regulator on the front that locks, so you basically just push in, pull it out, locks. Brand new digital display, gives you pre-flow, post-flow, gives you amp adjustment. It is multi-volt. Comes with this adapter right here, so you take your 240 outlet plug, and then you can plug it into a 110. Every one of these comes with a nipple on the back, and it comes with this hose. So what they, preferably, I guess, around the world, is you'd plug this thing into the barb fitting, and then you go to some type of other barb. But what I would suggest is you do the standard quick disconnect for airlines. So whatever airline you have, because there are a couple different styles, you're gonna use that nipple. So we're gonna fire this thing up, and we're gonna show you this nice display. We're set to 50 amps, and this thing does 2T and 4T. So 4T is if you pull the trigger and you let it go, it starts to cut, and then when you pull the trigger again, it shuts off. And then the 2T option is you just pull the trigger, it goes, when you let off, it stops. That's what the majority of everyone's going to use. Then you have the pre-flow and post-flow. I usually go about 5 seconds post-flow. This is a push to lock, so you're going to push it in to lock it, you're going to pull it out, and you're going to turn it up and down. And when you put air pressure to it, you're going to have an analog gauge right here. And like I said, it is an MPa, so you'd have to do the conversion for a PSI. And then down at the bottom, standard issue plasma cutter stuff. You got the hose hookup, you got the pilot hookup, you got this is the switch hookup for the trigger, and you got your ground. Now, plasma cutters are actually, this is positive and it grounds the other way. It's actually reversed, but people will still call this a ground clamp. You may hear me refer to it as such. Let's cut stuff. We're gonna do the same stuff that we try to run all the plasma cutters with. That way you can compare and contrast from the original CUT-50, maybe to some other brands that we've checked out, but Simder has had a good quality product from the original CUT-50 to the 40-50 Pro. I don't think this is gonna be any different. And like I said, I beat it all weekend and it was awesome. Sorry for the glare. Immediately, we're gonna go with the 110 option. So I am using the adapter here into a 110. Guys, don't put this thing on a crappy extension cord. Only run these high draw units on a really heavy cord. That's a 10 gauge cord, so keep that in mind. It's gonna tell you can run 40 amps out of this thing. Okay, so here's your regulator. We got air to it, so all you're gonna do is pop it out just gently, and when you turn it in, you're gonna turn the pressure up. When you turn it out, it's gonna turn the pressure down. What we're gonna do first, we're gonna start with some sheet metal. We're gonna work our way up, and if a 110 unit will cut 1/4 inch, you're doing okay. And then we're gonna swap over to the 240 volt, and we're gonna get at the big stuff. So let's go. You are gonna ground straight to your workpiece. Like I said, this is pilot arc. So this is what you're gonna get. And we're gonna try to zip this thing right across, and we'll see how she does. You saw me rip through that quick, right? That's not a problem. Sheet metal for this thing, sheet metal for this thing is a joke. You're gonna eat sheet metal like nothing. Let's just, moving on. Next up in the Sushi Olympics, this is 3/16 plate. We are still on 120 volts. And let's see how she does. Here we go. Guys, when you're dragging this, turn this thing around. I hit every piece of bump on the way. That's my own fault. Tap off the slag. Honestly, if you can do 3/16 with a 120 volt machine, you're doing okay. What do you guys think about trying 1/4 with this thing? All right, here we go. Wow. Let's see how that cut with 120 volts. Let me knock the slag off that. That's pretty good, guys. Look at this. Wow, I mean, short of my shaky hand. What do you guys think? That's pretty amazing. I feel that 1/4 inch is pretty much the limit for 110 volts, so I'm not going to do any more than that. I think what we're going to do is go to the 240 volts. See, we're still on the 110. It does 40. It'll do 40, it says, and it didn't trip my breaker. So we must be under 20 amps total draw. So I'm going to switch my cord over to my 240 cord, and let's just go right to the big stuff. Let's grab that big plate of 1/2 inch. If she can do 1/2 inch, she can do pretty much anything. We are now switched over to 240 volt. We're gonna fire this thing up. It does have an over temp up here. It's in red. I haven't hit that over temp yet. We did use it a lot during the weekend. And we tried different guards on this thing. So right now we're showing 220 volt right there. I don't know if you guys can read that. We're still 2T. Pre-flow is 0.2. Post-flow is 5. We're gonna ramp it all the way up 50. Let's get you back in the stand. If we blast through this 1/2 inch, I'm sold. Let's go. We are gonna focus on this jagged line here. Let's try to make it straight. I got really jaggedy hands. But I'll tell you what, if we can do that, maybe I should put a fence on it, but I'm not. I'm not putting a fence on it. We're gonna do freehand. You guys ready to do some freehand with me? All right, let's go. Are you ready? 1/2 inch plate. It's on 220 volts, 50 amps. Needed a little bit more air, to be honest with you. It wasn't really blowing it out the bottom. So it kind of married the two, but let's just see how that went. I mean, there it is, guys. Let's look at this. Get these glasses off. I can't see nothing. I mean, that's a pretty good cut. Short of like me being kind of jittery. But 1/2 inch, 50 amps. Yeah, we could have used more air pressure. But honestly, a little tap with a hammer, tap the slag off. I mean, look at it. That's a good cut. I mean, obviously this mess is from before. This is my test piece. But I mean, look at that. Let's wrap it up. All right, guys, the CUT-50 PRO does exactly what it says it does. This is just like the CUT-50 from Simder, but this thing is improved. So what are you getting for your money? This thing retails for $249.99. I have a coupon code in the description, but I'm going to tell it to you in this video. It's David80. If you go on Simder's website, you put this in the cart. I don't know what the sale price is, maybe less than $249, but you get $80 off of MSRP. So that puts this thing at $169.99. I don't know how you beat this machine for $169.99. So the improvements over the regular CUT-50, this thing is pilot arc. That is a big deal, especially if you want to get through paint, maybe rust, corrosion. It also has the regulator on the front. It also has the gauge on the front. It is MPA. It has the nice digital display. It gives you pre-flow and post-flow, 2T, 4T. And it also has a built-in dryer on the back, so you can put your fitting directly into the back of this thing, quick connect your air to it. Overall, this thing works exactly as it says it does. I cut this 1/2 inch with it. It really, you know, short of me needing a little bit more hair, but, you know, live and learn. It cuts. It cuts. And I was surprised. It did 1/4 inch fairly easy on the 110 volts, and a lot of the machines do struggle with that. If you can get a machine that does 1/4 inch at 110 volts, you're doing pretty good. So guys, for 169 bucks with my discount code, how do you go wrong with it? You don't. Hit up the links in the description and grab yourself a Simder CUT-50 PRO. And just remember, guys, you watch me do it, and if I can do it, you can do it. Thanks for watching.